Yesterday's conspiracy theories, tomorrow's headlines. Most are still asleep and I ain't talking about no bedtime. The truth is not a Google search, you need to get your head right. The Greek goddess of illusion was called Media, and I'm not a coincidence theorist, I look for thread lines. Smashing every deadline, no longer smashing red wine. Though I can hear the bells chime, it feels like the end times. That probably should have been smashed on red wine, but the carnal mind is foolish. Obey and end up ghoulish. Don't get used by instinct, take control and learn to use it. Make a load of earnest music, earn a few quid, learn a few tricks. Sure, the truth is persecuted, this whole world is pure abusive. Know a bit about everything and everything about nothing. Figured out my noggin while you picture out shopping. You sit about watching while I dish it out, stop it. I don't mean to sound cocky, I'm not even proud of it. It's a second dish to me, just to be this out honest. I don't even need to sound honest, never been about profit. Everything but out on it, you can bet your house on it. Doubt I'll be out for the count when the sounds, and I'm down for the beat, no beat down. I mean, how long's it been? Help me out. I've been the only one who's held me down. All in the mind, hell freeze now. Still sick with it, healthy how? Few bars down and the world freaked out. I don't reach out, I seek out to speak out. I'ma recount the reasons they beat out. I am not the way, no way. I have seen the way. Yeah. Speak, repeat, there's no way.
Hello. Welcome everybody to the 509 Divine Pines podcast. I am your host, Joseph Daniel Pena. Thank you guys for being here. It is January 20th. Oh, we had a little bit of feedback issue. Thank you guys for being here. Like, subscribe, and share. Tell everybody around that this is going down, man. It is a late episode. Today had a bit of, I guess you would say, delayed day. My pain in my foot. From some issues that spawned, I don't know, just recently, I guess. Yeah, it kind of took me a while to get back on my feet today, and got to this episode just a little bit late. So sorry about that. But if you guys are watching, just stick tuned, stick right here, and let's get into it. Boom. So we are going to go into Twitter Tuesday today. Let's kick it off strong. Now, what we got, a clip from the Jimmy Dore podcast, and it's pretty much showcasing how a article came out showing how Meta, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and probably others since this happened are going to start using your chats and everything on your account with their app. They're going to be using AI to read it. They're going to send it to different agencies, and pretty much it's not just only that your privacy isn't private anymore, but now your privacy is being ran through AI, copied, tracked, and also being given to authorities. Like, for an instance, just this week, I think just this weekend, over the last week or two, the news story came out showing how a teacher got arrested. She got arrested because Snapchat sent her message to authorities. Her message was only to her husband, to a couple of her friends, and none of them sent the message in. What it was AI. AI read her message, flagged her message, sent her message to the authorities. So the teacher, I believe on the interview, they asked, "Why did you do it?" Well, a kid in class turned off my computer, shut down hard shut down my computer, so I couldn't get off the presentation and we couldn't do the assignment in time. And so I got really pissed, and I sent a message to my husband saying, I'm gonna pew pew one of the students, and then it was jokingly, I should have said it, and it goes instantly to the authorities because the FBI read her Snapchat. And well, no, because the AI read her Snapchat. How about that? Artificial intelligence is reading your messages in live time. So yeah, what I mean, it's kind of crazy. Don't even like joke around about like serious stuff. That's why I trip out when people joke around online about like serious crimes. Like, you guys don't know what you're playing with. Like, I don't want anything to do with you. Here's
Facebook Meta
trip out.
is reading your messages. You think I'm kidding? Meta, WhatsApp will read your DMs and AI chats. This is going to be rolling out in December. Social media giant Meta is about to start reading users' conversations, including direct messages and chats with its AI, with no option to opt out other than not to use their platforms, which include Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, which provides no option to turn its AI off. So the reason why people use WhatsApp is because they think it's private. It's not. Turns out Meta's reading your messages. That's why I use Signal, which I'm sure they...
Yeah, it's pretty wild, isn't it? Where, supposedly we have all this technology and we can't even trust it. We can't even trust it. It's being sent out to the whole world. Not just that, but all our chats and very. I apologize. Let me see if I can go ahead and set up. Yeah, let's see what I can do. There's probably apps I can go ahead and close to some bandwidth, and if not, then it be the weather out here. So weather is foggy, muggy, cloudy, and so just if the skies aren't clear, then the internet isn't really always clear. Doing my best. So right here, we just saw that excerpt from the Jimmy Dore podcast. Going up here is Elon Musk and a little from him. So it goes on. The most likely outcome is that artificial intelligence and robots make everyone wealthy. In fact, far wealthier than the richest person on earth. By this, I mean that people will have access to everything from medical care that is superhuman to games that are far more fun than what exists today. We do not need to make sure that AI cares. We do need to make sure that AI cares deeply about truth and beauty for this to be the probable truth.
Eliminate poverty. And Tesla won't be the only one that makes them. I think Tesla will pioneer this, but there will be many other companies that make humanoid robots. But there is only basically one way to make everyone wealthy, and that is AI and robotics.
And we can't talk about robotics without AI.
But AI and humanoid robots will actually eliminate poverty. And Tesla won't be...
Why do you think that they're saying so much about AI these days? Because they know the power and they know what they created. Yeah, I think so. Hey, and also this was my first episode back since my food drive. Happy to announce food drive that I gave out turkeys back to the community on Thanksgiving with the help of the donations of the old McDonald's farm cannabis company from the retailer shops here in Washington State. I was able to give back turkeys and other meals and or other things with the help of Chill and Sorbets, and it was a great time. It was definitely awesome. Able to serve a lot of people and see a lot of people smile and be happy. Next, right here with quick little excerpt from Bobby underscore or at BO. Man, I want to say his name at B underscore O underscore B underscore B underscore Y, whatever. Anyways, all the pro MAGA Republican bots and influencers, after X released the feature to see where they are registered, they quickly took down the feature because everyone noticed they are mainly from India, Nigeria, Serbia, Israel, Bangladesh, Malaysia. So a lot of these supposed MAGA Republican accounts and ultra right Zionist, pro Zionist, and ultra right, the rowdy right. It's not even they're not even Americans, guys. Just like what we see from the left. The left isn't even fully American, neither is this ultra right. How about this? The politician side, the politics is meant to divide you and lead you astray. And quite frankly, currently to this day, neither of them are truly American. So yeah, how about that? Poof. Here's something. Here's a little rabbit hole for everybody. Here's Pastor Rob and his pastor wife Lou Taylor of TriStar Sports and Entertainment at a fancy Holly Weird industry event. Robin Greenhill is pictured. She was mentioned in Diddy's court documents as his accountant who arranged for payments of the girls that Diddy was seeing. So she was the pimp handler, money handler. So here's one of Diddy's pimp handler, money handler woman with Lou Taylor and a pastor, and they're all hanging out. We're going forward. Early this year, Kanye West tweeted a picture of Lou Taylor with the eyes emoji. Watch out for Lou Taylor. Ooh, Lou was on the board of Churchochrome. Churchome. What? Yeah, weird name. Just a straight up weird name. Adrenochrome type of reference. I don't know. She's on the board of directors with TD Jakes, the ultra big pastor that is getting accused of severe I don't know, fraud, misconduct, bad stuff, being a fake, being a fraud. Now we're going back further, and here's an alleged email, a released email at the time from Britney Spears to her lawyer calling Lou Taylor a crazy later and stalker. Britney Spears did not want Lou Taylor to manage her or her money, but guess what? Lou Taylor crept her way in and managed Britney Spears. Here's a free Britney. Hashtag free Britney. So people claim that Lou Taylor, is really like controlling her and destroying Britney. Well, it's continuing. This circles to the NFL too. Janoris Jenkins had his contract negotiations disrupted because he claims the Rams' Jeff Fisher wanted to force the rookie to hand his money management over to Lou Taylor. So she wanted to get her hands in on men from the NFL too. Well, here's Lou Taylor with Clive Davis. The dirty Clive Davis, the music industry mogul, super house. He's just the big wig, right? Oh, and here's an excerpt from Lindsay Lohan. Let's see this. Let's zoom in and discuss what she heard Lou Taylor. Oh, well, it goes to say that Lou Taylor also manages Lindsay Lohan. And so she has her hands in everything, you know. She takes BS from no one. It's like having a mother who has an iron fist who just fiercely tries to protect her clients. Oh yeah, she really protected Britney Spears, huh? What kind of protection is that? If you let your client go down one of the darkest celebrity flips ever. Britney Spears was at the time one of the biggest pop stars, and then suddenly her management and around everyone around her makes her fail. Here's another Britney post about Lou Taylor. A week before they sent me away to that fucking place, TriStar invited me to their offices. They're swanky, suited up bitches, so nice with their "we are here to make you feel special." I had lunch with Lou Taylor and Robin Greenhill. Circle back to that picture that I showed you. They said, "Brittany, look at your picture on the wall," with a huge black and white frame picture in the hall of their office. Kate Beckinsale was there too. They sucked up to me and made me feel special. Right. Those same bitches killed me a week later. My dad worshipped those two women and would have done anything they asked of him. I think they were trying to kill me. I still, to this very day, believe that's what exactly they were trying to do. But not a damn thing was wrong with me, and I didn't die. Nobody else would have lived through what they did to me. I lived through all of it. Remember all of it. I will sue that shit out of TriStar. They got away with all of it, and I'm here to warn them every day of my precious life. So, imagine like, okay, she has a hand with Kanye West. So Kanye West went through some crazy psychological issues because of some counselors or some people around him, some MK Ultra agents fucking with his brain, right? Okay, so what we're missing here is that here in this Britney Spears thing, we're not seeing. It's kind of like 20 years too late. Like the internet wasn't big enough to really get pictures and like maybe the stories down and figure this out at the time. But we can imagine that, yeah, there's probably some counselors that are unnamed around Britney that you can't find out, but they're shady, right? And they're making her go crazy. So Britney Spears knows that there's something wrong with this this group of people, from Robin Hill to Lou Taylor to Clive Davis, because now P. Diddy's money accountant specialist is along with it. There's a lot. There's a lot in this story. It goes on. It goes on to show a little bit of the money. So I'm gonna let you just look at this real quick. I gotta drink water. Stay hydrated. The evolution of Britney's money in her Stonebridge investment account, according to the court accounting we have today. So in 2011, she had 13 million. 2013, 3 million. 2016, now she only has $31. So, so Britney Spears' dad, these accountants, these managements, these lawyers, these agents, her sister Jamie Lynn, and the Dan Schneider, all of that. So look, thinking like this, think about it like this, guys. One of them's a Mason, one of them has Masonic friends and has their little hands with the different organizations and fraternities and fraternal organizations and Masonic orders and different things like this. Goes from Freemasons to the Templars. Then you got these different outfits that people just play, politicians or whatever it may be, right? They're all friends, lawyers, these counselors, right? They're all friends. And so one of them, says, hey, like, yeah, my daughter's starting to get big. Well, and then the other ones start making plans. They all start making plans. The dad starts agreeing, and sure enough, like, hey, well, we're gonna put her, we're gonna make sure her money's tied up, and hey, you got to make sure that she doesn't really figure this out, and then you know, um, the sisters over here playing ball with Dan Schneider and the rest of them, well, yeah, fuck Brittany. She doesn't need to figure out anything. So like, it's crazy how these big time families, probably the same thing with Kardashians in some essence, but maybe not I don't know, like not too much of the same, making a girl look crazy and keeping her hostage type situation, but like, you know, they're all in on some shady shit together, right? And sometimes people are the victim, sometimes people are the blessing. Um, maybe right now Kanye is the victim too, you know, because seemingly Kanye is like getting trapped and screwed over. He doesn't he what he wants with his daughter isn't happening. Like he doesn't want his daughter to become some fucking crazy chick that she's gonna become. And she's like 13, has like full face piercings and dyed hair, black eyes, you know, all sorts of, bro. Like get real, Kim. That's some crazy mother. Like, but she's a single boss mom and she can do what she wants with her daughter, right? Nah, like that's crazy. It's all they're all part of it, right? They're all part of little organizations, they're friends, and some of them play ball, some of them don't. And Brittany probably didn't want to play ball. And so all of the little organizations, from the Clive Davis to the, you know, Robin to Lou to the rest of them, they're all in on it, and they're all trying to make sure that it's working out for their benefit. But that's only for the people who are like that, right? In a sense, like it can only go so far too, because look at Diddy's screwed up. Diddy is done. Diddy's donezo's done. Diddy. Next up, since people are interested in Calvary Chapel, it's like, you know, remind you, Lou Taylor founded a Calvary Chapel with her husband Rob. The church also has an orphanage in Haiti called Lake Toluam. She managed Brittany during the sea ship and still Diddy's bus man. Oh, so Lou Taylor is also Diddy's business manager accountant. Oh, oh my gosh. Yeah, so guess, yeah, isn't that funny, guys? Calvin Chapel, caught lying about his son's drug actions
Is
after
the
Charlie Kirk's assassination. So this Calvary Chapel pastor Rob McCoy, you know, Rob McCoy has some CIA ties too. So it's some shady shit. I'll be real. I learned a lot over the last year about these shady Zionist church ties and how much they want to play ball with each other and suck up to the money to try to undermine people, destroy people. Right here. So this pastor Rob McCoy, um man, it's wild. He's over here saying, "Oh, my son helped out Charlie Kirk, blah blah." But then on tape, on video of the footage, it's all a lie. It's nothing like he said, and so, you know, this dude is just another actor trying to take credit where credit isn't due, and he's trying to undermine the good people. Um, but that's the way it's been for a long time, man. There's new. We're gonna go on. We're gonna go on. I don't want to say too much, man, but I think maybe somewhere along the lines we're gonna have to start looking at some of these church organizations and figure out who the money comes from, who they're affiliated with, and why they say the things they do, why they do the things they do, and if they're really a true church. Next up, Sam Tripoli reposted this a while back. It's just from the Daily Mail. There's always been whispers about Tupac's sexuality. Now, for the first time, friends and the boys he kissed share flamboyant tales of the eyeshadow, nail varnish, and his secret longings. So, it's there's a lot of, you know, uh, Easy E, wasn't lying. Um, these other rappers, when they're telling you that Tupac and Biggie and Dr. Dre, Jay Z, and all these dudes are weirdos. These occult type of rappers and weirdos that made it to the mainstream super quick, bigger than everybody else, even though they weren't really helping out anybody. Um, Yeah, man, these guys are all in the closet, and you everybody. I mean, I hope everybody's seen that Tupac interview of him from ballet class, and he's like, this dude's a femboy, a boy, girl, whatever, man. The Tupac is talking like a girl. He's in ballet class. He's an actor, and the dude fooled the shit out of the gangster community. I mean, music is cool, but like you gotta remember, like people are actors in this music industry. They're gonna do whatever they can for the money. That's why I ain't an actor. So screw all them. Right here, this is this is funny. So, the Epstein files were released, right? And a couple of the pages were redacted, probably a lot of pages. Well, people found out real quick you could copy and paste it into another document, and all the hidden redacted words would appear. And you could do that with different type of apps and different things. It was kind of funny. I had a repost right here showing how, well, it was just a quick post about Stargate project and the MK Ultra projects in America were not only ran in America, but they were ran all across the world. Since I did not have time to record an episode when these things happens, I'm running back on a lot of information. Anthony Joshua survived a fatal crash that left his two best friends dead just a week or two later after he broke Jake Paul's jaw in the Netflix fight. Now, strangely enough, there's a video. Kind of don't want to post it because it's well, should. Um, I'll repost it and play it maybe later. Maybe later in the maybe later in this broadcast or later another day. It showed how Jake Paul during the fight, after he would get hit, he would try to signal to Anthony Joshua, lay off, chill out, quit hitting me, remember the script, and he was like trying to tell him something and give him this like these signs and stuff, and like it was to tell him like, yo, stick to the script and like let me knock you out. And Anthony Joshua didn't want no part in it. He didn't want no part in sticking to the script and letting a punk like Jake Paul beat him. So he busted his jaw. He broke his jaw, like rightfully. You know what I mean? Like Jake Paul's a piece of shit, bro. Jake Paul is definitely a piece of shit. Just saying. And he didn't like it. He did not like the fact that, or I mean, the industry didn't like the fact that Anthony Joshua didn't just stick to the script. So the conspiracy goes is that the industry or the Illuminati or whatever, the elites, that they killed his best friends. But who knows? But people also say that this highway that this happened on in Nigeria is literally one of the deadliest highways in that region, and there's accidents all the time because there's like it's like literally just dirt roads, and there's no there. It's like a main road with extreme traffic of dirt road, and there's literally no type of enforcement or no type of patrol, no type of laws, nothing. And so if you have let's just say, I mean, I can't even compare it to the autobahn in Germany because there's at least paved roads. We people know that there's a specific tolerance for driving fast, and there's you know, protected cars, there's good cars, uh th- there's a lot more safety, I guess, in Autobahn, right? But if you have dirt roads and dirt flying up all the time, and you have traffic going from motorbikes to mopeds to people walking to semis to cars to literally everything, ATVs, anything with an engine and uh wheels is on that road, and there's like hundreds of people constantly going through those areas, thousands maybe through those areas, because it's just a traffic hub. Then like, yeah, it might be a problem. It's an extreme health issue, not just visibility, but like, it's just, if you have no lines on the road, like, no one gives two cares, no one. I mean, people don't even care as it is already on the road. There's already enough of a traffic problem. Like, over here in this area where I live, area where I work, Tri Cities, Washington. Like, it's insane. From what I understand, is that the recent stats show that like it's becoming one of the America's worst driving places, and like, man, we have like roads, and people already are so reckless. So when you make recklessness with no infrastructure on the road, it boils up to like, oh, nobody's gonna be able to like handle or drive this properly without any risk of injury, because there's an extreme risk of injury. Uh, and that's what it was in this road for um Anthony Joshua and his buddies. In a sense, it could be, or it could truly be that there's something more mysterious and nefarious behind it. As far as people say that this was his 33rd fight, and there's 33 million viewers on Netflix, and 33. Like, his friends died. What gain is this? It's more. The crazy thing is, the crazy conspiracy about this is how every time that anybody fights Jake Paul, something crazy, something bad happens to him afterwards. Like, multiple fighters have had crazy life changing occurrences or life changing happenings, specifically after they fought Jake Paul. And so people are wondering, is it a natural thing with this whole Nigerian road that's like extremely dangerous already, or is there truly something more Masonic, as we see, like, Jake Paul definitely having Masonic ties, or Masonic, like a Masonic outward look, um I'm gonna show you this article right here, the Jake Paul conspiracy thing, just real quick. Hmm? Is it still sharing? Oh, it's sharing the other page. What do you guys think? What do you guys think in the chat? Do you guys think that there was a sacrifice by Anthony Joshua, or is there really crazy demon stuff, like devilish stuff, that's going on with Jake Paul? Let's see. Oh, what the hell? Um, let's see if I can pull this up real time. So this is what I get for being a one man podcast, and so Hmm. I'm trying to pick up the article. It's just like seemingly all Jake Paul love. It's like Jake Paul buy out with everything. Um, so there's a list of fighters that I'm trying to figure out. List of fighters Jake Paul fought. Oh, that probably help out. There we go. Oh, here we go. Sorry. We're gonna do this. So here are the fighters that Jake Paul fought. I hope I didn't just reset the page hard. Um, I'll have to go scroll back if I did. But if not, let's take like 10 seconds. Okay. This is wild. Oh yeah, I suddenly have the article now. It doesn't want to load up. Here we go. So here we go. Jake Paul has fought around 13 people. Mike Tyson nearly died before the fight. Literally died before the fight. He required 8 blood transfusions, lost half his blood due to a bleeding ulcer, was hospitalized for weeks. Anthony Joshua was involved in a car crash in Nigeria 10 days after his fight. His 2 best friends in his car died. Nate Robinson, after his fight with Jake Paul, has went completely social media silent and has pretty much checked out of life. Ben Askren, after his fight with Jake Paul, was hospitalized severely with severe lung failure and needed emergency surgery, emergency lung replacement. Um, Tyron Woodley, after Jake Paul's fight, declared bankruptcy. Tommy Fury, after Jake Paul's fight, life went downhill. His his long-term marriage just got destroyed. His career declined, and um, it says he's now running marathons against middle-aged women, whatever that means. Yeah. Ryan Borland, after Jake Paul's fight, quit boxing and became a plumber. Chavez Jr., after Jake Paul's fight, was deported. I mean, it could just be, it's coincidence that he's just fighting the bummiest of the bums of the unluckiest of the unluckiest and the healthiest of the healthiest. And I don't know. Sometimes I think that the way I think it, like when these rappers and when these celebrities make deals with devils and when make deals with people who are like satanic or disturbing, there's probably some type of karmic punishment, and I think that's what's happening. Like St. Paul's probably dark and demonic, but you know that's what they get for messing with the devil. I'm gonna go down back to where I was. I don't care about the care. Jesus. Let's see. Now, there's a few articles I have about Venezuela, Argentina, and a few others. So let's get back to where I was. We pretty much wrapped up with that Lou Taylor with all that stuff going on. Just uploading or just going to that Jake Paul article. where it was. Paul even screwed up my timeline. Damn it, Jake Paul. Damn. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Him getting his jaw broken though, that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. Because like the crooked one. Oh, sorry about that, guys. So it cut out. Wow, what a very strange for this episode to cut out. So trip out. So this it cut out right when I was showing you two things. Officials held an event to award medals. Such events perfected in secret and now widely practiced. So they got the upside down cross, they got the satanic horns and weird shit in the back. They got the weirded uh I don't even know these people that look like Kanye West with black hoods and colored hoods and stuff. You know, because Kanye West is definitely into some weird shit. Even though he's being like tricked in MK Ultra, that Kanye West himself is tricking himself in MK Ultra himself. He's a devil. He's dark, but he's also being controlled like to be dumb. I don't know how to say it. He's like he's probably done a lot of drugs, like the whippets and stuff. His counselor who put him on that, definitely MK Ultra. That's a well known number and suppressant. So they're just numbing his brain, destroying it. But here's Colombia. Yeah, well, have fun, huh? This is what we have to deal with, guys. This is what we are up against. Next up, Freemasons in London are seeking an emergency injunction from the High Court to block a new metropolitan police policy that would require them to disclose their membership in the organization. So the Freemasons don't want their names disclosed after all of the shady rumors that everyone's been saying and all the crazy conspiracies about the Freemasons. You know what the Freemasons do? They make it worse, and they're like, we don't want our names disclosed, we're gonna take it to court. Yeah, like that's not shady, right? Here's a little palate cleanser though. This is Mount Rainier, my backyard, nearly a couple hours away. Yeah, hey man, so there we go. We just need to cleanse the palate, cleanse the mind for a second. As we go forward, here is Spencer Pratt talking about IRS and Gavin Newsom and what they are running is a criminal operation in California.
Merchandise. Just met with a great team of criminal investigators here at the IRS. If you ask Fire Aid for any money, you emailed them tickets
That is pretty wild, right? Where we're starting to see now, this database is definitely getting how to. Ooh, sorry about the feedback. Man, this episode is rough. Yeah, I'm a little rusty. I haven't done this for a couple months. I apologize. Get back to it. Here is a comedian connecting the dots on Erica Kirk. Let's listen to this. There's some real aspect to that, man. A lot of that is true. A lot of the things that you can see about Eric Kirk are completely crazy. Um, like everything about her is a lie. Anyways, here is more videos from China. Now, here's another piece of China. What we're seeing. Now imagine this right here. Like this is what people are seeing down there. They can't get into their house. They're seeing these robots. Yeah, over there in China, whew, it sucks for them. It sucks for them. So let's go forward. In the Carter family with Jay Z and Beyonce, former bodyguard Uncle Ron passed away mysteriously after claiming to have footage and proof of suspicious activity regarding her and Jay Z. He alleged that Beyonce is drugged up, and yeah, here, let's listen to this. Very strange. There we go. It had froze up. The video just froze up. The audio was gone, but the video froze up. So we're gonna let this play. Oh, I'm high. The dude just fucking. It was paused. It was. Oh my god. Never mind. Ah man. Uh, 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 there's a lot about Jay-Z and Beyonce for sure. Check this out. Here's a two clip from a documentary shows that the presidents of Israel say Venezuela and Iran that are the only two countries spreading anti-Semitism. They admit there are secret plans for Venezuela, but they can't say on camera. Oh my god. It's freaking strange. I apologize. It's not even letting me change this. There we go. Well, oh my god. This is insane. I apologize for how many times this video is popping up. Oh my god, this is jeez, finally. Oh god, 50 minutes later. Interesting. I wonder what the other plans were. Um, check this out. Here is a Venezuelan military intelligence whistleblower confirms that the CIA outsources its election rigging software and voting machines overseas to overthrow governments abroad, including here in the United States. that video at the end, though, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know that was there. I didn't know that was there. Let's go up. Um, some of these fresh supermarket fruits might be over a year old. They're gassing them with toxic Smart Fresh, a petroleum-based chemical to extend shelf life and boost profit. So this is why I really only try to get organic, grass-fed, and like natural ingredients, organic, non-GMO. Damn. That's right, baby. Next up. Now, this whole Venezuelan thing, trip out. 12 years ago, Call of Duty Ghosts may have just predicted this. Oh my god, I didn't know. I apologize. I didn't know you guys couldn't hear this. Let me go ahead.
Caracas, Venezuela, to be exact. But this is where it gets crazy. Pay attention. This Call of Duty came out 12 years ago. Want to know?
Okay.
Venezuela was already foretold to us. This Call of Duty came out 12 years ago. Want to know what else happened 12 years ago? Nicolas Maduro started his presidency 12 years.
To us, Rourke was a legend. The man could walk through hell.
They based the game 12 years in the past. Is that
So what that okay.
Venezuela was already foretold to us? In this Call of Duty, the United States sent special forces in order to take over the dictator of Venezuela. Caracas, Venezuela, to be exact. But this is where it gets crazy. Pay attention. This Call of Duty came out 12 years ago. Want to know what else happened 12 years ago? Nicolas Maduro started his presidency 12 years ago. Look at the opening scene to the final act.
To us, Rourke was a legend. The man could walk through hell.
They based the game 12 years in the past. Is that
So what that goes on quite a bit longer, but it's kind of irrelevant. Call of Duty Ghosts is set in 12 years in the future from now. And at the start of the game, it says 12 years previous, and it shows America invading and overthrowing Venezuela, which is right now. So again, is that just coincidence number 5? Okay.
Venezuela was already foretold to us?
The heat from the supermarket has been treated with a product called Smart Fresh. Now, before I get into what Smart Fresh is, I want you to see it in action. First, they place the fruit in a hermetically sealed chamber. Then they drop the Smart Fresh into some water to form a gas, and then they lock up the gas chamber nice and tight. They leave the fruit there for about 24 hours so that it can soak up all the gas, and voila, your fruit has been contaminated. Smart Fresh. Now let's look at an apple that's been treated with Smart Fresh and compare it to an apple that hasn't been treated with Smart Fresh. This time-lapse video shows the changes over 3 months. As you can see, the Smart Fresh apple hasn't changed a bit. Most people don't even realize that the fruit they buy at the grocery store can literally be a year old before it's actually sold, and you wouldn't know the difference. Let's see what the makers of Smart Fresh have to say about their product. They say the active ingredient of Smart Fresh is methyl cyclopropene, or MCP. They describe it as a simple hydrocarbon molecule. Well, that sounds perfectly innocent, doesn't it? A simple hydrocarbon. What could be wrong with that? Well, examples of simple hydrocarbons are as follows: butane, propane, and even hexane. It turns out they're gassing the fruit with petroleum-based products, ladies and gentlemen. Now they just call it a simple hydrocarbon so that nobody worries about it. Who doesn't like a little diesel with their fruit, right? Their website also states that this can be used with other fruits and vegetables. Yum, yum, yum. Safe and effective for eradicating rodents and the population. If pesticides don't get you, Smart Fresh will, my friends. Smart Fresh is authorized for use with organic foods because nothing screams organic like spraying hydrocarbons on your fruits and vegetables. And the worst part here is that people are totally unaware. Of course, the makers of Smart Fresh don't actually show you what Smart Fresh is on their website. They do, however, show you pictures of unsuspecting consumers smiling as they eat this nasty cocktail of pesticides and petrochemical additives. And it's all perfectly legal. Imagine eating GMOs that are sprayed with pesticides and then treated with Smart Fresh. What could go wrong there? Not only that, but the makers of Smart Fresh also make other exciting products that can be used before the harvest season. If you're listening to this, you are the resistance. Most consumers
I
are
do
unaware that the
apologize
fruit they eat
about
from the supermarket
technical
has been treated with a
difficulties earlier in
product
this
called Smart Fresh.
broadcast.
Now, before I
Working on this as a one-man podcast, not the easiest.
Initiated by a court order, the Michigan investigation
We're
team obtained forensic. Initiated by a court, Michigan investigation team obtained forensic access to a DS200 machine that counts the votes. A Telit 4G wireless chip manufactured in Taiwan was discovered embedded into the motherboard. The voting machine tapes clearly indicate modem engagement and transmission of election data. Some of the anomalies that we noticed in the 2020 general elections, that 5 key states all stopped counting at a certain time in these key battleground states. These were all where the software, the mini machines, ESNS machines were used, the Smartmatic, the GEMS software. So when the vote stopped counting, and this has been noted in other countries as well, President Trump was significantly ahead. When reporting and counting resumed, there was a massive spike occurred that favored Joe Biden.
Issue of Venezuela, because I heard voices kind of saying it's not so bad, and Latin America is not so bad, but I'm not convinced. And the question
You
is,
have good reason not to be convinced. Good reason. It is getting worse.
Right.
And little by little, as long as oil money works.
I'm told that by our experts, it's the only, except for Iran, it's the only government propagated anti-Semitism today around the world. It's already
Formally. Right.
This is
First
quite
within the
scary.
country and then outside.
So are you pressing in any way?
We've talked to Jesse Jackson, who has a relationship, but it's not for camera, but there are other plans.
We'll talk about it in a minute. I wanted to ask you, since we met last, about the issue of Venezuela, because I heard voices kind of saying it's not so bad, and Latin America is not so bad, but
So I recently discovered that Uncle Ron, aka Beyonce's former bodyguard, has passed away. Now, the cause of death is unknown, but his family let it be known on his TikTok account that he unfortunately passed away. Now, I don't want to insinuate anything. I just want to go ahead and send my condolences to the family. Now, what's interesting to me is that he went viral a couple years back, where he was exposing Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Say you don't know me. I dare you. Remember, all the receipts, all the proof, the old school footage, I still have it. Hardly nobody knows. But I say, man, yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She been on them for a long time. And you keep her that way. One thing about me, bro, I can't be bought.
Now, after that video, it was rumored that he was assaulted and sent threats by Beyonce and Jay-Z, allegedly, and silenced. Now, he did go a couple of years without speaking about the situation again. And then later on in March, early this year, he made a video.
This is Uncle Ron. And a whole bunch of things are getting ready to take place very soon. Y'all didn't believe me then, but you believe me now. Not only that, but they're not the only one that's getting ready to take a fall. It's going to be a couple of other big names stirring up in this pot. And yeah, we've been talking. We've been talking. And some things are getting ready to happen. So keep your eyes and ears open. Know that Uncle Ron told you so. Believe me when I tell you, there's one other who's constantly gibber and jabbering about what they have seen, but they're going to be a part of the investigation too.
Now, after doing some research, the only person I could think of was Gene Deal. I'm not saying for sure because he obviously didn't say any names, but judging by a video that Uncle Ron uploaded onto his YouTube page, this is what I came up with. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments about that. Now, it was also said that Uncle Ron was speaking to the authorities about Beyonce and Jay-Z, and that could have also contributed to his untimely passing. This is all alleged, just my opinion. I'm not saying that this is true, but I want to hear y'all's opinions in the comment. Again, I want to send my condolences to his family and friends. If you guys want to donate to his GoFundMe, you can find the link on his TikTok account.
China is going through a lot. So here is a Terminator robot, then the engine AIT 8000 for police patrol. So they have Terminator robots, and it's serious. Chinese people are lined up to verify their vaccine passport, and they are all on their knees. Anyone who refuses to get vaccinated will lose social media access, social access to living, pretty much everything. And here's the video of them. Thousands of people are now living on the streets because their social system of cameras and controlling what they say, think, do, breathe, how they act, where they walk is pretty much ruining everybody's lives. So even anybody who was rich overnight can get their whole account shut down. Actually, whole life shut down. They can't go home. They can't use their car. They can't get their bank. They can't do anything because it's all digital. This is why it's good to have paper and good to live in the real world and not just on social media. Let's see, what else did I miss earlier?
Dandan's criminal academic
It's starting to lag up again.
will be another measure. Her score could even change in real time.
Thank God.
Depending on what she puts in her trolley. Buy a lot of alcohol suggests dependence. Lose a couple of points. Buy a pack of nappies, gain a few. Suggests responsibility. Late on mortgage payments or your tax return, lose a lot more. Dandan's criminal, academic and medical records will feed into her score, as well as state security assessments. Her shopping habits will be another measure. Her score could even change in real time, depending on what she puts in her trolley. Buy a lot of alcohol suggests dependence. Lose a couple of points. Buy a pack of nappies, gain a few. Suggests responsibility. Late on mortgage payments or your tax return, lose a lot more. Dandan's
There's definitely a thing to it, maybe with what the Bible is saying with the mark of the beast. So a cyclist was caught on camera without a helmet and is being fined digitally. So think about it. Just think about it. Here is Spencer Pratt talking about Gavin Newsom of the IRS fighting
Send me all
Gavin
the
Newsom's criminal
correspondence
operations.
if you bought tickets. Just met with a great team of criminal investigators here at the IRS. If you asked Fire Aid for any money, you emailed them, please send me all your correspondence. If you bought tickets, merchandise, or donated to Fire Aid and you have the receipt, please email that evidence to info@prattdaddy.com. I repeat, if you are a fire victim in Altadena, Pacific Palisades, Pasadena, Malibu, any fire victims, and you reached out to Fire Aid, please send me those correspondence and then the correspondence of whoever Fire Aid told you to email. Thank you so much. Look forward to closing this case.
Man, they jacked so many houses over there and purposely let certain people's houses get destroyed, which is real bad. Sometimes I like to play basketball clips, and anybody who likes basketball, this is the Philadelphia 76ers this year. So Nick Nurse, our coach, who has went to a championship and I believe won a championship, spammed. Funny to say it. Spammed the same play over and over against the Knicks, running it over 15 times in the second half, and it worked. And it just kept working and working and working. So let's just play it.
Long right hand into the middle. Notice how the other three form a triangle on the weak side, utilizing the dunker spot. Because the left corner is vacant, there is no help on the Embiid roll. So the Knicks counter is to bring OG over early to shadow at the left block. The Sixers are ready, and you can see the pin down for Paul George happening, but Maxey realizes there's a switch and Embiid will have a size advantage, letting him go to work with his patented and elite jab step midi game. Next time down, Robinson steps up higher to prevent lane penetration by Maxey, and with OG rotated over to Embiid, they flow into the next progression, the pin down for PG into the right corner. Cat has no clue what's happening, and he's spotted some another three. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, says Nick Nurse. So they run it again, and he starts the balloon. You can see OG is pointing out to Cat not to get stuck on the pin down again. Cat even looks in that direction as if he sees it, but then runs smack dab into the screen. And no, this is not a replay. It was another wide open three, and this is one reason why the Sixers went 17 for 36 from behind the line.
Man, it seems like VJ Edgecombe, Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid really got it down this year. And so here's a clip of Call of Duty Ghost and its relevancy to the Venezuelan raid.
Came out 12 years ago.
Okay.
Venezuela was already for to take over the dictator of Venezuela. Caracas, Venezuela to be exact. But this is where it gets crazy. Pay attention. This Call of Duty came out 12 years ago. You want to know what else happened 12 years ago? Nicolas Maduro started his presidency 12 years ago. Look at the opening scene to the final act.
To us, Rourke was a legend. The man could walk through hell.
They based the game 12 years in the past. Is that
so? What that goes on quite a bit longer, but it's kind of irrelevant. Call of Duty Ghosts is set in 12 years in the future from now, and at the start of the game, it says 12 years previous, and it shows America invading and overthrowing Venezuela, which is right now. So, again, is that just coincidence number 5? Okay.
Venezuela was already foretold to us? And this
Now,
Call of Duty, the United States sent special forces. in order to
Let me
take
pause
over.
this. There we go, down. Sorry. Now the funny thing, it's just like Call of Duty has done this before with the original Warzone when it came out like 2017, 2018. It was featuring war in Ukraine and battlefield and battle, like complete battle destruction and going to war in Ukraine. And like then sure enough, a year, 2, 3 years later, boom, we're over there, war in Ukraine. It's like, yo, Call of Duty is definitely working with the government, to the military, to like predict or showcase or use some type of algorithms with raiding countries and making it real time with like playing it out in the game. Pretty wild.
It all starts.
Let's oof, man, it oh wow, there's
With an inside pick and roll to left wing.
why is
allowing
this playing again? This NBA. It's a laggy episode. Here is another one of the robots. Oh my god. It is a very laggy episode. I think it's just the weather. When it's sunny, it's never laggy, but when it's cloudy and gray and muggy skies, it's always laggy. That's worldwide though. Like, they're not gonna joke around about this here in the future. And so I think people should probably understand it. Here are some wild videos showing that the Rothschilds families were raided between 2018 2020 and assets had been seized. So Jamie Rodriguez on TikTok filmed abandoned Rothschild mansions in the United Kingdom. Let's go ahead and play this right here.
Wow. Oh, is that a sensor? Oh, did I walk past that?
Yeah.
Good.
That's what, well, I didn't know, but that's what. Looks like an old 80s telephone, doesn't it?
Yeah. Do you know if it went off?
No, I don't. Maybe a phone one, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, so
What is it?
well, because there's another one over there, look.
Yeah, so it would be one of those. Bit like it.
There.
Bit like it, the
Bunker.
quarry bunker. Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, Ray's doing it.
Doing this French thing.
That's not like you to go first, Ray.
He always goes first. That's what the French do. Always in a rush.
Any cameras on this front? I can't see any yet. Where? Oh yeah, well spotted. What was that?
Probably birds in there or an old cave.
Yeah, the cameras are. So we're going to try this way. Yeah. That's the back gate, mate. Wonder if we could crawl through it. Oh, no way.
I'm actually cool.
What's this then, Steve? Oh, wow.
That's cool.
Wow, look at this.
Yeah.
That's, the whole wall's caved in over there. Yeah, so it would have been like a little...
No idea, actually.
It's just a self-contained thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Unless it was a water feature or something, but...
Could have been, actually. Could have been.
Yeah. Because all these trees might not be here.
No. Car. Oh, yeah. Range Rover. Oh, yeah. Should we just try this setup then? Oh.
Camera right above us.
Yeah, right above us.
Right above us. And then that way slightly. Looking right up.
Wow, that's pretty wild. That's some pretty well guarded. Well, well guarded, I guess.
Is that Charles the First, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
The size of that.
Fascinating.
Is that Charles the First, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
The size of that. Oh,
Right. Oh, yeah, there it is.
yeah. What have we started?
What do you think?
Sorry about that.
Yeah, there's something else.
I'm already blown away.
Good mirrors, man.
Let's just see if we go any higher. And see
Yeah.
if we come back to this. The sensors going into this room.
What's that?
Right.
Oh. Oh, there's another door. Don't know if it's open though. It's locked. It's locked.
Okay. Down there. We have to cross the paint.
So yeah, look, that's where we just come up. There goes Steve.
Gold.
Oh, that's brass, isn't it?
I think it's gold leaf or something. Because it looks very rough. Does it come on or?
No, but it might not have a lot on it.
Honestly, right.
Wow. Look at that.
I'm wondering if this is actually gold leaf. But this is crazy already. This is the first room. Look at this old furniture we've got. What, that door's locked? Really? So we're stuck. Yeah, so we're stuck in this room, this grand room.
Even if that's it, I mean, pretty impressive.
Look at that bloody wardrobe, all that display case. And then this is crazy. I can't get over this. So there are cameras in here, as you can see above that doorway, but there I am. What? Oh, it's another way. Okay, Steve found another way. But yeah, look at this elaborate painting. Look at that for a frame. So they've got some serious money, these people. And you've got this huge display case with the... Look at the size of that panel, that glass panel. And these, marble and gold, with velvet cushioned inlay. They would have housed some really ornate jewellery, maybe. Wow. So apparently this is padlocked.
There's more. Let's see what else they discovered. That's pretty fascinating. You can tell some of that furniture and some of that
squeeze.
Okay.
Squeeze. It'll have to be a squeeze. Right, so this is where we've got into. Not sure if it leads anywhere yet, but like Steve said, there he is. There was a camera above where we've just got in.
Yeah. That's a bit like a car showroom.
Bat cave. Yeah, there's lots of electronic equipment and stuff. I'm just looking out for sensors and.
Yeah, I'm just going to use the bobble roll.
Watch the wire in front of you, So we have still got a meter. I don't know if it's running still.
Yeah, it is. Seeing time's right as well.
Oh, of course, yeah. Look at that. East wing main switch.
Yeah.
Main supply. Yeah. What's that on? Yeah, what's that on that? That's just a power switch. Is that not open? No. So yeah, that's where we're trying to get to. There's a light on over there. Yeah. So nothing through there then?
No.
Right, so we're just going to get out again and try and find another way in. What's this old cat then?
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it? No cameras up this front bit, apart from that big ball camera up there in the circle, just up there.
Oh yeah, up
there. This is fucking huge, this place. Look at it. Where's Ray gone? What? Do you slip as well? It's well slippery, isn't it, this?
A little slippery in it. Yes, in it. A little slippery in it.
Wow, look at that for a grand entrance. Wow, look at that for a grand entrance. Yeah. It's locked.
That's the thing we never really think to do, is actually check the front door.
Yeah, before we check all the other entrances. Look at this door. Should we ring the bell?
No, that's the old school.
No, I don't. That's some knockers, isn't it, Steve? That's the right pair of knockers.
There's another door behind there, which is shut.
No, really. I think it's the Bat Cave, lads.
Yeah.
Oh, lads, there's a spiral staircase that goes up.
No way.
Yeah. Yes way. Do you want me to go up there first to have a look? Or... But yeah, look at this. So this is an old part. Yeah, there, look. There.
No. Oh, we got to close that up. Close it behind us.
Do we need to close it, Steve?
I think it would be quick. There's probably no point.
Okay. Right, Ray's going up first, which means he'll go. Oh, it's boarded up there. Right, do you want me to go first, Ray? Yeah, watch the sensors, mate. Oh, there's another room through there. Fading everything else. You seen the hole in the wall, Steve? What? Is it open? No way! Oh my god! Look, there's a camera on the wall over there. Straight ahead. Pointing at it. Oh, we just look at those paintings.
No way.
Oh my god! Look at the size of that. Right.
All right. Due to technical difficulties, about 30 minutes of this episode is going to get clipped out. It was a bit laggy. Just a whole bunch of even now, the mic just went out. Could just be the connection, but it's all the internet itself. So we're going to cut this episode. It's been a wonderful episode. I am going to edit this episode and patch this together more fluidly, so there's no breaks and there's no pauses and no quiet time. But thank you guys for being here. Like, subscribe, and share. Tell everybody around that this is the 509 Divine Pines podcast, man. Some guest interviews probably coming up over the next month. I had just taken a winter break off, and now I'm kicking back off with some news for the rest of the month. So for the next 10 days, probably just do a whole bunch of solo episodes or episodes brushing on all sorts of news and relevant topics to catch me up, but also catch up just on everything that I've missed out on, that I haven't been able to discuss or dive into. And so yes, there'll be a whole bunch of cool news on science, archaeology, conspiracies, on some of the things that I missed. So thank you guys for staying here. Thank you guys for staying true. Thank you guys for being you, because God made you perfect. God made you special. Be blessed. Be high. See you guys next time on the 509 Divine Pines podcast. Peace. I love y'all.